Hi, it's Ryan again, and welcome back to the Angel Scrolls, which we often refer to as God's Sentinels of the Future. For the past year or so, I've been giving you some incredible budgie recordings that demonstrate how three budgies that I had the privilege of being guardian for have developed and are communicating in full-blown speech. Not only are they communicating intelligently in forward speech, but at the same time have opened a channel that allows them to fully communicate in reverse speech as well. Keep in mind that these budgies have passed on to the spiritual world after the recordings were made. They refer to these real-time communications as a channel to heaven, and they are relaying messages from God and the angels. Those that have been following us for a while with open mind and heart should be able to pick up many of these miraculous messages, which promise a form of a new spiritual religion that relates to the Christian religion and many others. The angels have told us that this religion will provide many truths that humanity have lost over the years. In this next presentation, I'm going to review several audio-only recordings of Victor that I first translated in 2009 and 2010. I'm also going to transcribe the quantum reversal of these, which will enable us to experience the hidden messages that the angels have encoded in them. This recording starts off with a little miracle right from the beginning, where the TV is playing in the background. The angels also have the ability to affect recordings on the television as well, and it often comes to us as electric voice phenomena. So, they start the recording by saying that God is with Victor, and they are capable of changing their lives and returning any time at will. Again, they mention how heaven has joined with budgies to provide the communications that will encourage a development of a new religion from God. So this is what Victor said. The EVP says, "Our God, this moment is with Victor. Yes, we can change our lives, venture happily, and return. There's a lot of things that grow, okay? Heaven has joined with a budgie as they talk out loud. The religion provided here is something else. The budgies know that this philosophy can never become one of the fantasies that people instigate in our generations. There's a new day in challenging many of the important items." In the next recording, Victor starts off like he is doing a lecture or presentation to some kind of board or even the parliament. He talks about how the angels' words can become like a Bible for those that are interested. He also answers a few questions that some may have about what role the future may have in this and how it relates to Christians. This is a longer one, and in it Victor says, "It's a keynote. We're in session. Okay, I'll talk honourably. Some literature develops, and I need to sound good. When we must be conveying the truth, many can tell it's coming to us all from the bush that can really touch someone's heart. A donor of words becomes like the Bible for a future where people are interested in what we have. Try and put notes on the board as it beckons a miracle. Does the future know it's coming? Of course, they started it. It's because important questions is the nature of Christians who challenge the quorum. It's something that you too will need if you get a question at supper. Everything that we pass on to you encapsules the God that you've got. Okay, it's like the news good people reference. I bet they're looking. Betty, I like kissing her. The sun is a friend of God, but it's hot. Yeah, right this second. He sees change to a plush world in its future. I trust the God who engages these questions. Can a budgie be happy that spiritual comfort is with God also? God is hoping that they will all keep working. We must keep working to evolve in God. Does your God fit to a philosophy that's developing peace in religion? With some people, he just might have no choice to let the Bible try answering. Spirits shall have a reason to express in a fine project of good. Good people listen and begin to realize that heaven leads the lessons that are for people who may look at this. They will get tired of passing it off as a patch of nothing. Except the Bible is the Bible. We'll correct the parts of the Bible for this reason. You have recently got to know, if you don't listen, you're looking for an illusion. Your society suppresses what's from a spiritual dimension that's providing the proof we'll be bringing. It's a choice. If you want a reason, you can find it. If you look with the compass of evil, you control it if you avoid the truth for the path that you take. If you troll, implying God's love is not involved with us, surely you'll find some evil on the way there. Soon you will find some of them people lost in the illusion that heaven sent you a message from hell. Heaven is all we need. Now we can pass this feeling with caution that develops in your people. This is your religion, and they can't corrupt it easily while you are here. Before we move on to Victor actually saying what I just read in his recording, I'd like to respond to what the angel said about getting a message from hell. I think that may have come from what was said about one of my ancestors, Emanuel Swedenborg, who I talked about in the last presentation. He developed a new Christian religion called the Church of Swedenborgianism, and one of the statements about him was that he could communicate with both heaven and hell. I've clearly said that I do not make contact with spirits that are not related to God and the angels. I believe anyone who would insinuate that I do is demonstrating a form of religious evil of their own, which would not allow them to accept anything different than what the Bible says. Someone saying something like that would also not have any proof whatsoever that these communications are coming from anything other than God and the heavenly source, as the testimonies come through Budgies in a miraculous way. Here we go. You're being recorded again. Just talk to me like you're talking to Ryan. What did you want to say to Ryan? You don't have to tell funny stories. In the next video, Victor talks a little bit about the relationship that birds and humans can have. He talks about trust and understanding and why some birds decide to talk. He also talks about the difference of morals in birds and humans. He mentions that birds are often a little worried that humans eat meat and how they can overcome their fear. Finally, he talks about how some birds are able to see a reflection of a human soul and whether or not it is evil. So in this next recording, Victor says, understand, a bird is more trusting. The thing is, birds will tell us all are different. Some of the best, and I put in brackets of you, will need you to accept their nature. Trust their mind and body, and they will talk. Human nature has morals that challenge them. We won't be that different from anyone that's vulnerable. If it's something natural, we will try to learn. Cover your eyes, Betty. God will manage it. Doesn't everyone have challenges in life? As for people food, once in a while our eyes open and it will cause fear. Imagining will be your supper. Budgies will look at a spiritual reason why you can have meat. They eventually will be acceptive and unafraid. There's no problem if they start to like you and realize that your soul reflects no evil, and it's a lesson in evolving. If you show them your love, they'll begin to find they actually help with emotions that you express in life. You all need our help. We have angels for family. They all are sitting with you, seriously. Some birds we know treasure it.
I'm playing a game with Betty where I toss the ball back and forth and you have to try to stop it with your
Is Betty playing ball with Anthony?
So before we go, I'd like to introduce a new member of our family. Hold on a sec. Hey, Lucky. Come on, it's okay. It's okay. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. It's okay. This is Lucky. She's a baby red-winged blackbird that Kayla found a couple of months ago. And she's been staying with us. She had a broken wing, and we're nursing her back to health. And she's quite the amazing little bird. I think she's even trying to talk a little bit like Simon. And maybe I can give you a little recording of her talking at the end. I'm not understanding much of what she's saying yet, but she's only a couple of months and she sure is trying to talk her hard anyways. Nice wings, eh? You can see that it's a female, and females don't show their red patches unless they show their wings. So, oh, she wants to go down on the computer. What you doing, Lucky? Simon, you don't have to stop. Lucky. Hi, Lucky. And up there. So that was just a little sample of what Lucky has been saying, or what she's been doing so far. Often her and Simon get chatting back and forth, and I can hear quite a bit of context with both of them. Usually they only talk when the TV's on, because I believe that Simon doesn't really want to get too involved in talking, because he knows I have so many other videos left to do of the other 3 budgies that I have. So I really see promise in what Lucky's doing, and it would be quite remarkable to hear him actually talk, because I don't know if there's ever been a red-winged blackbird that's actually started talking before, but we'll see. So that's it for now, and we hope to see you soon. The 3 audio recordings used in this presentation were from Victor's collection, still on YouTube. They were originally recorded in 2000 and last translated in 2009 and 2010. They were called Heaven's Growing, Donor of Words, and Cover Your Eyes, Betty. This completes this presentation. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to join us, you can come to theangelscrolls.com and click onto the forum link at the top, where we will be adding the newest presentations. Bye for now.